Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg, and today we start a new series. Yeah, I just finished recently playing through all the main Final Fantasy games. For that, I sort of did all the Zelda games. I also did all the Elder Scrolls games. And I guess I just liked the idea of playing through a whole series of games from beginning to end and seeing the evolution of the series, what ideas and concepts they carried over from game to game, which concepts they abandoned, the graphical evolution, the progress of control systems, and all sorts of different things. I just like that idea, I guess, from beginning to end. So, in a little bit less grandiose than the Final Fantasy series, we're going to be doing the Doom series. So, that is just Doom 1, or Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, and then the new Doom, Doom 4, I guess, call it that. It shouldn't take an incredibly long time. I wouldn't think so, but we'll see. I've never beaten any of the Doom games. Really, I haven't played much of the Doom games, to be honest. When I was a young lad, we had our first computer, and I recall us having Doom, the first one, on floppy disks. To my childhood memory, I thought it was like 15 floppy disks, but it was probably more like 4 or something. I don't know what it was, but I remember we had the floppy disks. They had Doom, like floppy 1, floppy 2, floppy whatever. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember playing Doom as a kid, but not a great deal for some reason. I don't know if it didn't grab me as a kid, although I don't know why it wouldn't. Maybe I was restricted from playing it after my mom saw it. I don't know. For whatever reason, I don't remember playing a lot of it. I do recall playing Doom many years ago, and I'm pretty sure the Doom, like many people my age, is where I fell in love with the shotgun. And the idea of the shotgun is glorious, and Doom 2 has some of the best depictions of the shotgun in video games. So this is not a trip down memory lane or anything like that. This is not me like showing you all the secrets and talking about when I was a kid and playing through all the Doom games and blah blah blah. This is me sort of, in a way, discovering all the Doom games and seeing which ones hold up, and the evolution of the series as I discussed. So this is all pretty new, although I'm familiar enough with the original game. This is Ultimate Doom off of GOG, so it was really no fuss to get it running because GOG takes care of all that, which is pretty nice. That's why I picked it. I looked at Z-Doom, which sort of modernizes it. They change the graphics, they update things, they give you proper like mouse control and things like that. I decided against it. I wanted the original experience for this one, or was not as close as I could get, really. Yeah, I guess that's about all there is to say. So we're gonna be doing That's weird. Okay. We're doing Knee Deep in the Dead. We're gonna be doing all 4. Thy Flesh Consumed was a 4th episode that was added to Ultimate Doom, as far as I understand. It was not in the original release, but we'll do it. We'll do it. But first, Knee Deep in the Dead, and we're going to be doing it on Hurt Me Plenty, which I hope is, intended. That's the intended difficulty. All right, so yeah, my keyboard is a little loud, very mechanical, loud keyboard. That's how I like it, but for something like this, it can be a little obnoxious. But we'll see how it goes. So, I certainly am familiar with this level. I remember doing this. And I believe this switch, yeah, opens that thing over there that you can rush through, right? Yeah, but we'll just take it the slow way. We'll take it slow. Real relaxed playthrough. So we are on Mars, or was it one of the moons of Mars? I don't remember. I should have read you the official synopsis of Doom. And we're killing demons, and I can't remember what these guys are. If they're like possessed, I think they're possessed or something like that. But you got your main demon there that shoots fireballs at you. Yeah, and it's a little ridiculous nowadays to not have sort of mouse aiming and stuff like that. So you don't actually have to like aim at the guy up there. You just have to shoot in his general direction. He'll die. Because you're like, as far as aiming is concerned, you're just aiming at a wall. But it works out. And of course you've got the classic Doom music. Heavily inspired by some metal bands. Metallica, and Slayer, and Pantera. Which, I'm not what you would call a metalhead. You know, certain Metallica songs, certain Pantera songs I can enjoy, but it's not like, I don't really go out of my way to go listen to metal. Alright, the hangar, finish. We killed everything. Let me just put this out there right now. I just need to get this out there. In case you are a huge Doom fan and all that stuff, I will miss everything. I am not a secret area kind of guy. I never have been, I never will be. It doesn't really interest me to go look for all the secrets and, oh, I really want to explore this level and stuff. Like, that is not me. If I finish the level, I am happy. If I get a shotgun, I am happy. So I'm going to be missing all sorts of stuff. If that bothers you, I apologize. But I'm here to kill shit. Oh, I mean, oh, it's so good. He just shot his buddy. Nice. He was on my side. Why did I kill him? Okay. Let me just... Okay, I think you can you could probably kind of hear my keyboard in the background. I try to hit it softly, and I'm trying to keep it under my desk. I know, it's not meant for gaming. Well, it's not meant for gaming and commenting. That's not why I got it. So yeah, I'm gonna miss all sorts of stuff, which shouldn't be too big of a deal, and I'm also probably not going to be that great at it. And hopefully I don't get lost. That's really my biggest concern, is getting lost. I mean, if you could put a horde of enemies in front of me with a shotgun, that's one thing, but mazes and labyrinths and stuff, I don't know about that. But yeah, Doom is really just a landmark game for video gaming. I'm sure you're all familiar with that, but not everyone fully understands the impact that Doom has on just like in the background of video game like development. I think I remember reading about this. I'm pretty like Doom, some code from Doom is still used in video game development today. Because like that's how revolutionary this shit was. way back when. Which, you know, when I was a kid, you don't care about that. I mean, you care that it looks awesome and you're blasting demons and shit and it's badass, but you don't care about the impact on video game development. But yeah, it was pretty important stuff. But nowadays, I kind of think of id Software as like Atari. I think they're a step above that. But id Software is not like commonly discussed in modern video games, but they do still put out stuff that's you know, they put out the new Doom, which we'll get to eventually. All right, that's the nuclear plant done. Toxin refinery. Like, I don't even know how many levels are in this first episode. That, like, I don't know anything about Doom. I've never beaten. Something's hitting me. Shabam! Shabam! I mean, the shotgun's so good. And from what I hear, the super shotgun in Doom 2 is even better. Like, it's even more satisfying. I mean, oh god. I couldn't even imagine. This feels great. There's a weird blue face there. Oh. Smoke you. I'll try not to make too much noise on my keyboard as I'm just like mashing the thing constantly. But hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Where'd you come from? I mean, turning is pretty slow. You can, I guess you can turn with the mouse. Maybe I could up the sensitivity. That might be better, especially because I'm mashing the buttons a lot. Let me just see here. Let's try maxing out that. Alright, that could work. That can work. Basically, God, I don't know, it might be weird. I have 3 monitors, and sometimes mouse controls kind of weird with old school games. Like that. I'm not moving backward. Oh, it's like movement is tied to the mouse. Oh, so when I drag the mouse back, I move backwards. How do you disable that? That's bad. I have to keep the mouse perfectly steady, which means I can't use it for turning. Okay. Alright. That was a lesson learned. I lost my shotgun because of it, but alright. We need to keep the mouse perfectly steady here. Alright, he's got a shotgun. Ba-boom! Back in business. Low on ammo, but back in business. You know, once again, much like the Final Fantasy series and other stuff I do, I have no idea how appealing this is as a Let's Play or anything like that, but, you know, I want to do it, I'm going to do it. Give me that ammo. Missed. Yes, good. Collect all the shotgun ammo. Alright. Shabang! Oh, that was good. That was hot. Yeah, it's funny that, I mean, it's funny now that people thought Doom was responsible for inciting violence among children. Whereas nowadays you have fully, like, virtual reality worlds where you're pulling the trigger yourself, like physically pulling a trigger with a gun in your hand. And it's gonna get even more realistic, and we're gonna laugh about that. But little quaint Doom. And yeah, I mean, as far as like a first-person shooter is concerned, oh god. I mean, it still holds up pretty well, I gotta say. Mostly because of this shotgun. I don't know about the other guns. The pistol does not feel as satisfying at all. But this shotgun, every time you pull the trigger, even though you're clicking a mouse button, it feels great. Okay, clearly I missed something. I don't like the lights going out. There's got to be some sort of switch or something in the wall. Should I hug the wall? I don't think there's anything here. I don't think there's anything here. I think that was just like a trap. Oh, I got the key card. That's what I picked up. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm concerned about Doom 3. Because when that game came out, it just looked so dark. Like, everything was just pitch black and dark. It's just like, doesn't really interest me at all. I'm gonna be playing the BFG edition. But I wonder if it's still, like, really dark or not. I don't know. We'll find out. That was stupid. The other game like this that we had when I was young, and I remember a bit better. I remember actually, like, playing it quite a bit, was Duke Nukem 3D. And I actually recall playing the first two Duke Nukem games. Not extensively at all. Oh, here we go. Nice. Not really extensively, but I recall playing them. But then Duke Nukem 3D, that was like, holy shit, this guy's badass. He was giving money to strippers. I was like, oh my god. Doom guy never did that. And yeah, I remember playing Duke Nukem 3D quite a bit. Like, I was replaying it like the other week, and I beat the first episode, and it was not the episode that I really remember. Because I vividly remember beating one of the episodes in which you're on like a football field, and after you kill the big boss, you like punt his eyeball through the goalposts or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. And I looked it up, and apparently that's the third episode. That's the ending of the third episode. And as a kid, I would have not have jumped to the third episode, so I must have played quite a bit of Duke Nukem 3D. But that was a really great game. So that's fine. Yeah, so I guess Duke Nukem himself must have interested me enough that I played Duke Nukem 3D instead of Doom. Alright, well, so far the game does not seem too tough, but I'm sure that's going to change. Nice. Oh. I mean, your health can go down quick, no doubt. But we beat another level. I'm going to have to listen to the audio after I finish this to see if the sound effects are too quiet or too loud, or music, or the keyboard, if I really have to do something about the keyboard. I mean, I could pull out an old, regular, quiet keyboard. Because, I mean, we're going to be playing 4 Doom games. That's a lot of clicking. Clacking. Oh, okay. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Of course, I could use a game pad, a controller, but that does not seem right at all. Oh, we got a suit. We are now Gordon Freeman. Ba-ba! Shabba! Oh, God! Yeah, I think I can strafe, but I'm not very intelligent. Alright, so now we got the chain gun. Which, well, pretty sweet. Is not quite the same as the shotgun. But it does tear through stuff. Pretty good. Got a lot of ammo for it, too. Who's hit? You shooting me? Give me your shotgun ammo. Yeah, but I've really, I guess, never been that huge of a first-person shooter fan. Because I didn't get crazy into Doom. We had Quake. Quake was another one we had when I was younger. And I don't recall ever beating Quake. But my brother was a huge fan of Quake Team Fortress. The first Team Fortress they had. He used to play it on M-Player. Okay. And I thought it was really cool, but I was really terrible at it because I was just a kid. And we only had, like, the one computer, and he was obsessed. So I rarely got to play. It was like a huge deal if he let me play Team Fortress. So I never got good at it. And he was always a sniper. He loved playing the sniper. And so when I played, I was like, I want to be like my big bro. So I tried to be a sniper as well, and I was just got all. Like if I got a kill, that was insane. And so yeah, I just didn't get to. Didn't get to play it too much. And then we got Half-Life when it came out. We bought our second computer. I don't know how old I was. It must have been when I was like 10 or 11 or something like that. I don't know. And one day my dad just brings home a second computer. Better than our first one, of course. And he brings home, along with it, 2 new games. Half-Life, the original Half-Life, and Age of Empires. Which, I mean, I'm not a huge first-person shooter guy, and I'm not a huge RTS guy, but, like, man, my dad knew how to pick them, right? Like, he didn't bring home some, like, edutainment shit or, you know, some, like, average crap or anything. He brought home Half-Life and Age of Empires. And so good times were had by all. But I never beat Half-Life either. I was not really a first-person shooter guy. I guess Duke Nukem 3D was my game. Also, yes, I am officially lost. I have no idea where to go. I'm just rambling about old games and old times. Okay, it's nothing to do with that middle room, right? There's nothing in there. Must be missing... Okay, this guy's... Here we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, I don't remember playing a super duper amount of PC games when I was younger. I remember playing Diablo. The original. Actually, I remember downloading... Oh, fuck! Where did that thing come from? Now we gotta go back to the start with a pistol. Brilliant. I remember downloading the original Doom demo. Yes. Way back in the day. I don't know how many of you got to play that. The original Doom demo, or Diablo demo. And of course, you know, back then, internet sucked. But the fact that we could download over the internet, that was awesome. So... I'll always remember it. We started downloading it Saturday night. And it took all night to download. Because, you know, back then. And so, Sunday morning, me and my dad fired up the Diablo demo, and we were playing it before we had to go to church. And I thought that was just perfect. That's why I'll never forget it, because we play it right before church. Perfect time to play Diablo, as far as I'm concerned. I have no ammo, so I'm gonna have to resort to punching these things. Unless I run around and get some. Get you some. I'm gonna die again. Because I'm just talking. Talking. Have a clip, alright. Okay, good. Okay, they're pretty stupid. The chain gun will help a lot. But we need to find some health pickups or something. Of course, I remember playing Diablo 2. That was probably my biggest PC obsession when I was younger. I mean, when Diablo 2 was in full swing, there was nothing else on the planet. Like, nothing mattered. That's the game you played for 16 hours a day, 18 hours a day during the summer. Nothing like Diablo 2. Of course, Baldur's Gate 2, I was a big fan of. As I'm sure you're all aware. And I do recall beating that game when I was a teenager. I don't know if I can get more specific than that. I don't quite remember when, but I did beat it. I was very proud of myself. We were a big fan of Sierra adventure games. We didn't play a huge number of them, but we really liked the ones we had. So yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was different back then. You didn't just read up about all the games and be like, let's go get these games, and then you went and got the games. Like, it was... You got a game somehow, some way, and you liked it, and that was sort of it, and you played it a lot. I mean, yeah, sometimes you asked for stuff, but... Usually if I asked for stuff, it was console stuff. So we had King's Quest 7. It was very random. We didn't have any other King's Quest game. We had never heard of King's Quest, but for some reason we had King's Quest 7. So that's the only one that I actually know about. And sometimes I'll like go back and I'll play King's Quest 7. I've never played any of the other games, but that's how nostalgia works. Torrance Passage. Torrance Passage is like, I'd probably call it obscure. Like, that's not a well-known Sierra adventure game. It's from the guy that did all the Leisure Suit Larrys. I'm pretty sure it's from Al Lowe. And he wanted to make a game for his daughter, I think. And I believe some of the puzzles, or at least one of the puzzles, was designed by his daughter. Which makes sense, because that game was fucking impossible. I never beat that game. Like, I loved it. Like, I have awesome memories playing Torrance Passage. I named my cat after Boogle. You know, Boogle from the game. Loved Torrance Passage. Never beat it. Probably will never beat it. Because it was ridiculous. I don't know what he was thinking, but it was impossible. But it was like, you know, when I was a kid, it was like, you know, I'm playing a cartoon. That's what it was like. It was like I was playing a cartoon that I'd watch on TV. But I get to control what he does. Like, it was very fanciful, and yeah, I mean, I could see how he designed it for children. He just forgot to make it easy. And so, I was also a big fan of the putt-putt games, because those I actually could beat. Those were meant for kids. The putt-putt games were great. Putt-putt Saves the Zoo. Some of you may remember my LP of that. And the Freddy Fish games. Which, I should do an LP of the first Freddy Fish game. There were some other, like, educational games I was a fan of. The Gizmos and Gadgets, of course. Gizmos and Gadgets was the shit. Logical Journey of the Zoombinis. Like, I don't often call myself intelligent, but on days where I feel intelligent, I give credit to Logical Journey of the Zoombinis. That shit made kids smart, yo. Really good. Really good. Zoombinis is excellent. If I have a kid, or if I steal a kid someday, I will have them play Logical Journey of the Zoombinis. You're gonna get smart, like your old dad. Fucker! Oh my god. Alright, it's definitely getting trickier. Probably because I'm doing all this random talking. I'm not thinking about Doom. But I really wanted to finish my discussion of old PC games, because I'm not going to have it again. What else was educated? There was... Alright, so there was 2 educational games that I played when I was younger. And one of them, I think I, like, found out the name of. One of them is called Gazillionaire. I guess. Like, the version I found online is called Gazillionaire 3. And it looks like a well, okay, it looks like a modern Flash cheap version of the game that I played when I was a kid. So I think it must be some sort of evolution of what I played when I was a kid. And basically it was like a space trading game. Like, you went around space, you went around to different planets, and you bought goods at one place, and you sold it for more money at some other place. And, I don't know, that must be the reason I really like trading games and board games. Because of Gazillionaire. But I don't know how you can find that original version that I played. Maybe it's somewhere out there. It's not very talked about. The other game that I really have almost no memory of, but I remember playing... It was some sort of space educational game. It wasn't Math Blaster. I thought it might have been, but I can't find any version that resembles what I'm thinking of. It was definitely a space game, and I thought there were like multiple main characters involved in it. And I don't even remember what you did. I don't remember if it was a math game. I can't imagine myself liking a math computer game. So that leads me to believe it wasn't anything to do with math. So I don't know why I brought it up, but it pisses me off when you can't find anything about this game that you had as a kid. The only other game I'd really care to talk about that I played as a kid was The Sims. Only the first one. That was really the only one I ever played. And that was the first PC, that was the first video game I ever bought with my own money. I'm pretty sure it was all my own money. Maybe my parents threw in a few bucks, but I remember very vividly, like, scheming. How can I get money to buy The Sims? Because The Sims was hot. Like, that was a big deal. And I was interested. I never played, like, Sim City or any other Sim game, but I probably read an article about The Sims, and I was like, this sounds awesome. You get to control people in their home and build houses and make them go to work. It just sounded so cool. So I wanted The Sims, and I needed to buy it. But like I said, like, you know, my parents weren't in the habit of just buying random games just for the hell of it. You know, your birthday or Christmas or, you know, something like that, you got a chance. But otherwise... So I wanted The Sims, and I had to do something to get it. I had to go to work. Keep in mind, I'm like 10 years old, right? I was about 10, because I think Sims came out in 2000 or so. I was around that age. Can I not leave? I think I have to press a switch. And so I was familiar with the concept of lemonade stand. Like, people had lemonade stand. That's how you get money. You open a lemonade stand. So I went to the park. I brought lemonade. It was probably like, you know, just Minute Maid, whatever lemonade. I don't even know if I had ice, but maybe. I had some plastic, like red plastic cups. And I had a little sign, and there you go. It was like, I don't know, 50 cents for a cup of lemonade. And yeah, I got money from that. I probably not enough, definitely not enough to buy The Sims, but I got some money from that. Here's the really funny part, though. Which I'll admit to now, since it's been like 18 years. But I reused my cups. Like, a customer would pay the 50 cents, drink their lemonade, give me back the cup. And I would just, like, you know, use some paper towel and rinse, you know, wipe it out and reuse the cup. It would just go back on top of the stack. And nowadays, yeah, the whole concept sounds abhorrent to me. Like, well, that's fucking terrible. But back then, it just made business sense. You just save money on cups. Why do you need 100 cups? You're not having 100 customers at the same time. They don't know you reuse the cups. Just makes perfect business sense. You never have to buy more cups. You can keep this thing going forever. So yeah, it made sense to me. But don't do that. Don't do that. The other thing that I did to make money was I sold computer games. We had my dad worked for a company he designed like engines and stuff like that in like CAD and thing. You know, he was like an engine designer. He was a smart guy. Not anymore, of course, but back in the day. So he had a coworker that was a huge PC gamer, and owned all sorts of games, and he was a friend of the family. So I remember one Christmas he came over dressed as Santa with a sack over his shoulder. He came to our house. It was a really weird memory. I don't know why he did this, but he came over, he put the sack down, and in the sack is filled with computer games. Filled. And I don't know how many there were. I don't know exactly what was in there. I don't know the whole... I don't remember almost anything. I think one of the games might have been... Let me just check the title. Wherever my phone is. Hold on. I kind of remember the box art. Yeah, I think it was Star Wars Dark Forces. I believe. I don't remember playing the game, but I remember looking at the cover. I don't think I had seen Star Wars at that point. I don't think I knew anything about Star Wars, so that didn't, like, grab me. And it was a bag full of games, but that's the one I remember. But most of the stuff in there was shit. Like, nothing against the guy, but it was shit. And even me, as a young, like, 10 years old, I knew it was all shit. There was a lot of, like, educational stuff in there, like digital encyclopedias, and one of them was all about, like, marine biology, and, like, it was like this interactive museum. You know, it was like the old school, like, wizardry type series where you'd go through, like, you'd turn through corridors and things like that, but it was all, like, a museum of, or like an aquarium, and you could learn about different sharks and shit. Nowadays I care about education and learning and stuff, but back then I was like, what the fuck is this? I want Duke Nukem 3D, you know? So I remember taking a bunch of those, like, really shitty games, like stuff I didn't care, I didn't want, and I went around the neighborhood trying to pawn off these shitty computer games to people. And I was really trying to be like a sale. I was trying to upsell these games. Like, look, this is a digital encyclopedia. You never need to buy, like, encyclopedias or anything. You can look up all this stuff right here. And it wasn't like, you know, Wikipedia or anything. It was very, like, specific about a certain topic. It was shit. I do recall selling some of it, though. I don't know if they just bought it to just get me out of their face. I don't remember, but I definitely remember selling stuff. And through some combination of reusing cups at the lemonade stand and selling shitty educational games, and possibly some handouts from people. I don't remember. Maybe a birthday was thrown in there as well, and I got some money. But I bought The Sims, played the ever-loving shit out of it. It was fantastic, and it's all a happy ending. All right, I think I can stop talking about old PC games. That's good. So yeah, we finished Command Control. It took us a while. I need to focus. I need to not be talking about stuff next time. But we're entering the Phobos lab. Phobos and Deimos, of course, are the two moons of Mars. So I guess we're on Phobos. I don't know. But we're gonna be doing this next time. Again, I don't know how long this whole Doom 1 playthrough is gonna last, but we've definitely got at least one more. So, my name is Mangg. Game you're watching has been Doom, and I'll see you fine folks in the next part.